Hey, it's Kevin. Thank you so much for coming by for another No BS social media chat. Today we're talking about, well, sadly, one of my biggest obsessions, and it's not just when it comes to social media, it's with anything, and it's numbers. It's being obsessed with the numbers, living and dying by the numbers. Positive, negative, up, down. For some reason, and I don't know why this is, I've always been a numbers guy. Numbers, well, I didn't enjoy math was not one of my favorite subjects in school. I was okay at it. I was, I guess, good at it. I passed. I had no problem doing the algebras and the algebra twos and geometry, but I didn't get into trigonometries. I didn't care. But when it comes to data, when it comes to research, I've always been drawn to numbers. I think when I was in radio, understanding the ratings and understanding the ups and the downs and looking for trends and looking for little detailed notes, well, that kind of fed the obsession. Once I started doing social media, all my social media background started with tracking numbers, looking at data, understanding the ups, the downs, what was going on, looking at it, being able to seize the moment. And as we've progressed with social media over the course of the last 10 years, the one thing I've noticed is there are more and more people like me who live and die by the numbers, who are just so totally obsessed with the numbers in social media that they sometimes, well, get caught up in doing everything for numbers and not doing things because it's fun. The hard part is yes, you want to grow your social media. You want to grow, the number of people who love, like, follow, whatever you want to call those, the follow, the friend, all of those aspects of it. You want to see those numbers go up. You want to see them go up rapidly. But not only that, you want to see people interacting with you. So you want to see comments and then the like buttons and all those kind of things, whether it's on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever it is, you get obsessed with those numbers. And you say, okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to put it out there. Why aren't people reacting to it? I don't understand. The one thing I've learned, and it comes especially with my own social media, is things I think are going to trip the trigger often don't. I can post a picture on Instagram and I expect this thing to just go through the roof, and it doesn't. It's like, oh, it just did okay. Then you put something up and say, wow, that seems to be reacting. Why is that? Well, there are so many facets into why it could be reacting. When you posted it, day of the week, what's going on in the world, what's going on television. Has the president said something today? Are we having problems in the Middle East? Whatever it may be, that could be part of it. You have to look at a bigger picture. So being obsessed with numbers is a double-edged sword. It's both good and it's bad. The one thing I can say, if I ever impart any wisdom to people, is, while numbers are important, please do not let them consume you to the point of paralysis. Don't stop doing something just because, well, I know it's not going to do well, so I'm just not going to do it. Because there are so many facets, there are so many factors into why something works or doesn't work on social media. And you may not have all the data. You may not have all the understanding of it. You may make a big mistake by holding back. So if there's one thing, yes, it's okay to focus on something. If you find something that you do often, and whether it's, again, we were talking last week about live videos, if you find that Facebook Live draws traffic, if you find that Facebook Lives add numbers to your follower count, and it gets a lot of likes, then go ahead and do them. You got to figure out the number of times you can do them, how often you do them to keep that up. Then go ahead and do them. It's okay to pay attention to the numbers, but don't become obsessed. Because I can say, if you don't have anything to say, then don't do Facebook Live. And the one time you don't do Facebook Live, it could have been huge. We'll never know. Numbers are both a help and a hindrance. Numbers are great to give you some data as to what works, what doesn't, when you should do something, when you shouldn't do something. You've got to learn all those nuances. You really have to take this seriously. Again, unless you're just doing it for fun. And then sometimes you can do something for fun and it goes viral. There are people who post things sometimes like they have no clue it's going to go viral. And it's like, wow, seemed pretty obvious to me. You hit the home run there. You found something that's going to go viral. People are going to get excited about it. And you really had no clue that that was going to be the case. I appreciate that. I love when that happens because it doesn't happen often. So I think you need to be concerned with numbers, but don't become obsessed with numbers. There's a fine line between genius and insanity. There's a fine line with being concerned and becoming obsessed. And when it comes to growth and data and all the numbers that work into social media, if it's that important and you have the budget, then hire the pro like me. Let the pro be concerned with that. Let the pro tell you what's right and what's wrong, and that way you can argue with them. You can just be creative. You can just do what you do. Big companies like Coca-Cola, their vice presidents who know nothing about social media, who are concerned with numbers. Leave it to people who actually understand the tools. It's okay to be cautious. It's okay to pay attention. But man, you got to stay away from being obsessed. Because take it from a man who's obsessed with numbers. it can keep you up at night. And it's not just my numbers, it's numbers all around. I'm back next week, another No BS social media chat. NoBSSocial.com, all the website videos right there. You can go to intensitymedia.com for our company website if you want to find out more about us. Or of course you can find these videos too, Facebook, Instagram, or not on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, they're always there. Wherever you found us this week, come on back again next week. Thanks. Have a good one.